So the next phase of this project is to make sure that this framing is secure against this wall. Most of it is. However, there's a couple spots, especially the bottom board that goes across, that's come away from the wall because it was attached with masonry nails, which have come loose. So I'm going to stick a couple tack cons in it just to make sure that it's secured to that wall and that we have a solid frame to attach our drywall to. Now it's recommended that you use a hammer drill for this,
like this one.
and I also recommend that because otherwise it's going to take a very long time. And I'm going to blow through this battery and another battery and probably end up burning up my drill, but we'll see what happens. So now next step is to put a coat,
Like this one.
or two,
Like these two.
or three.
I don't have three arms.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Of Drywall on this wall. So as you can see, I painted the wall, only the bottom 2/3 though, because I'm just trying to save time. And the top part of the wall is already painted, and it was been painted for a while, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, and it's all going to be covered up anyway. So the only part that needed painting was the bottom half where the paint had come off and all that stuff. So that's what I did. I painted the bottom 2/3 along with the framing. Again, it doesn't matter, it's all going to be covered up. And while I'm letting that dry, start framing up the wall that goes on this side. Okay, so for the sake of continuity, I completely changed the camera angle. So this right here is where the wall is going to go, and I got to go out and get the lumber to frame this in. Alright, so this is where the board's going. Building codes recommend that you use pressure treated wood on anything that comes in contact with concrete. And even though they have a tile floor down here over top the concrete, I went ahead and put down a pressure treated piece of wood anyway. So now I got to put some tack on, some holes into this, and tack on. Like I said, a hammer drill,
Like this one.
would have made that go like 4 times as fast. So far, I've got the wall framed from the side of the house to the first support beam. Right here, I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but it's more than 16 inches wide. I think it's a little over 28. So this will be the doorway to my closet. The closet will run back from here to the window, and this will be squared in here. So this area here will be the closet area. I did get the bottom plate installed there for the other side of the support post. It just so happened that the piece that I cut off the end of this 2x6x8 was just long enough. It's actually a little bit longer. It's about 1 inch longer than the original wall, but that'll be fine. That'll still leave me I don't know, 35, 34 inches for a doorway right here. So I don't know if you noticed the ceiling, but I was sitting here thinking some measurements a minute ago and realized that the furring strips that were on the ceiling weren't going to be the right dimensions for the drywall that's going to go up. So any strips that didn't fall in, you know, 48 inches wide, I went ahead and took down. So the ones that are up are either on the end or they're like in somewhere in the center. Anything that was close to 48 but not quite 48, I tore all that down. I'm going to tap out the nails and put them back up on the ceiling in the right dimensions. That'll work out for the drywall. You don't want to have the drywall hanging over, 3 inches with no support on the edge. That'll just be bad. This lunch break is brought to you by Jonathan Yates. If you don't have any food in your house, let Jonathan Yates stay there. He'll buy you food. Jonathan Yates, a home food provider. So I now have the furring strips up the right distance apart for the drywall, which is good. And it's also left me with, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 extra half-inch. What are those? 1 by 2, I think. 1 by 2, about 12 feet long. So that's extra wood that I can use to work on other projects with. The part of which I'll have to use to finish off that wall over there, because since I have the frame strips here to frame up this wall, I have to continue that on so that it's consistent. Right now what I'm doing is just taking all the wood, the 204s that I've taken off the walls that have all the nails in it. I'm pounding out all the nails and throwing away what I'm not going to keep and saving what I can. There's a lot of 2x4s in there, and also a lot of 1xs that I can save and use for other things. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm working on. It's too late to be running the saw, running the drill, all that stuff, making a bunch of noise. So I'm just going to keep knocking the nails out of these boards, and then calling it a night, because I think that's all I got to do. Pretty much ran out of all the framing material for these walls over here. So I'll have to stop by the hardware store and pick up more in the morning. I can only fit so much in my car, so I'm hauling all this stuff in my car. So if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more, make sure you like this video, share it on all of your media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff, Twitter. Make sure you subscribe, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and tune in next weekend where I'll be releasing another video. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, good night, and Godspeed.